Hey, this is your relationship coach, Janelle, and I'm here with a dating tip because of something that came up recently in a client coaching session. And I see it a lot on social media as well. And I wanted to make this very clear. Empathy is not access, or empathy does not equal access. So on social media recently, I've seen a lot of videos telling women not to have empathy for men. I totally understand where they're coming from, but that's not, if you are a person who believes in respecting your fellow human being, that take doesn't really resonate with you. And as I listen more about it, what these ladies meant is actually access. And then also recently in a client coaching session, I have a client who's, going through some challenging times with her partner, and she was saying the same thing about not having empathy for a situation. And then we had to stop and had to go back. So I want to clarify that there is a difference. So we're going to go back to definitions. Empathy is a noun, and it means the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Okay? All right. That is clear. You have an ability to understand and share the feelings of another. What does access mean? Access means to have the permission, ability, or means to enter, approach, or use something. Once again, access means to have the permission, ability, or means to enter, approach, or use something. Do you notice something about those two words? They don't have the same definition. And this is what I really want us to go back to when we hear things on social media, especially when we hear things on social media. There's nothing wrong with having empathy for your fellow human being, okay? Especially if you are a person who believes in treating people with a level of kindness and respect just because they're a human being. Doesn't mean you have to love them, doesn't mean any of that. But having empathy for an individual does not equal you giving that individual access to your person or your personhood or your resources. I'm going to relate this to dating. So ladies, in particular, you having empathy and understanding of a man's situation, because some man gives you a sob story, that does not mean you should put yourself in a disadvantaged and or unsafe position by giving him access to your person, to your household, to your resources. They're two different things. So please, please, please be very clear. Empathy is not the same thing as access. There's nothing wrong with having empathy for a person, but that does not mean by default you're giving that person access to your shit. So let me know your thoughts about this. I wanted to clear this up because I hear this more than I'd care to realize, and I understand that the definition of words is lost here, so I really wanted to clear that up. Empathy and access are not the same thing.